Hello, hello, hello. This is day 2 of the Wake Up and Change the World Global Summit. And I am just beaming. I have so much love and gratitude in my heart. First of all, for our sponsor, our sacred community over at sacredyou.love. They are amazing. And I am so grateful. This is a community that you want to join. If you want to find your tribe, there's so many offerings there. And I'm going to have a link in the video description for that. I also want to thank all of the amazing speakers we have from literally around the world and everyone who's been attending this summit, also connecting globally. And this just really warms my heart. My whole world vision is about global harmony and global coherence. I am here in Victoria, BC. That's in the west coast of Canada. I have South African roots. And I want to also acknowledge the land I'm on at the Gwingun and Sinic peoples, as well as the Coast Salish. And this is what we want, is to be able to acknowledge each other, who we are, where we've come from, and also our spiritual sovereignty. And so I am super excited for this, like literally people from so many different countries joining in, either speaking, attending, participating all across Canada, the US, Europe, UK, South Africa, and so many places. And so I'm just grateful for being here now with you across all time and space for day 2. The theme today is connecting with your life purpose. We had yesterday incredible speakers on healing and empowerment, which is a really good place to start. So hopefully you caught some of those sessions. If you haven't, they're still available on the Wake Up and Change the World Global Summit playlist. So make sure you connect with that. That's available still. Each video that you see is available for 48 hours. And then we remove that. Unless you have the all access pass, then you get to have access to all of the sessions, over 25 sessions, audios, videos, and all the gifts that the speakers are holding. Today, we're focusing on connecting with your life purpose, though. So we have sessions on alchemizing your deepest wounds into your greatest medicine, some wound alchemy. We have people who've experienced near-death experiences and found meaning in their lives and want to share with you the 3 secrets that can untap the potential for creating more meaning than you could have ever imagined in your life. And to recognize that our path isn't set in stone. There's many different pivots we took along the way. I know I have for sure. I went to school thinking I was going to be a clinical forensic psychologist, worked in social services for many years, worked in retail, was coordinator, did some world travel, and having a healing practice, and now leading summits and the podcast. So I'm Jennifer Regular, by the way, the Soul Illuminator at Lighting the Path. And what have you done? Where are you going? This is a bridge to what life was, is, and becoming. Your path is not set in stone. And so the path is not linear. That means you get to change. You get to be who you came here to be. And sometimes that can be hindered by the so-called imposter syndrome. And that's when you're misaligned with who you really are and what you're meant to be doing here in this lifetime. There's several different purposes we have in our life, but who you are comes through any role that you take on. And really stepping into the passion that you have for your life and what you're here to do, to serve, to be, is what comes through. It's that energy that comes through. And the way I see passion is pass I on. That I is your soul's expression of what you're here to pass on in this lifetime. And that's what gets remembered. So no matter what you're doing now or what you're wanting to do later or what you have done in the past, how are you stepping into that passion? How are you harnessing that passion? Are you living an enchanted life? We have a speaker today that's going to be talking about that. What does it mean to have an enchanted life? And her life wasn't always so enchanted, caught up in addictions of many different kinds and kind of feeling lost. You know, we have that soul loss of what are we meant to be doing? And that's what imposter syndrome does. It makes us think we're something that we're not. And that's when we're out of alignment with having to live up to expectations of others or even expectations we put on ourselves and trying to be who we should be or do what we should be doing and not do what we shouldn't be doing or shouldn't be. Forget about all of that. That just brings up more shame and guilt. And that's not the kind of energy that we want to be putting out in the world. That's not who you are. So it's time to step into your spiritual sovereignty, to stop moving from a place of lack and unfulfillment, and really step in and connect with your life purpose. So I hope you join us for the sessions today. In less than an hour, there's a live discussion that we're connected with today with the Soul Focus group, talking about strength for the struggle. Particularly if you're in the diversity, inclusion, and equity work, it's time for some soul care, time to gather with ourselves, and in the people that really get the toll that can take. So join us for Strength for the Struggle. I'll put the registration link in the video description here. That's totally free, but you do have to register to be able to get the Zoom link for that. That's coming up at 12 p.m. Pacific time or 3 p.m. Eastern. You can use the time converter if you're in another time zone. And then later today, I'm leading a panel discussion on fulfilling your destiny. So again, that's stepping into your passion, the eye of what you came here to do, and not living out of fate and by default. And so join us for that too. Again, I'll put the link in the description so it's easy. I hope you've been enjoying the summit. I'd love to hear your comments, your insights, what's been inspiring you. The speakers would too. They'd love to hear from you. So let's all connect and connect with your life purpose.